In today's video, I am breaking down the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF, also known as VTI, which is the ticker symbol. Let's get down and let's check this out. It's going to amaze you how good this ETF actually is. So of course, if you wanted to search this ETF, it's VTI and it is on the New York Stock Exchange. So of course, if you're Canadian like I am, you would have to have an American money account, or you would have to have the ability to buy American stocks in your Canadian currency account. But either way, what you're looking at here is an expense ratio that is extremely low at only 0.03%. Now the yield is 1.26%, but we have to remember that this is the total stock market index ETF for the US market. The US companies don't pay as high of a dividend as most Canadian companies, so that's why you're going to see a lower yield for us dividend investors. However, what you're going to be looking at is something with high volume, so you can get in and out of the fund very easily, and you should be able to match, of course, how the US economy is doing year over year. So well over 8% should be the goal of this ETF. Now, if we look at the max chart way back to 2013, we can see that this stock has gone up huge since then. You're looking at something that was $75 and now worth around $230. And if we look at the 5-year chart, we can see it's gone from around $100 to around $230 in 5 years. This is absolutely fantastic, and the recent growth is quite amazing if you really think about it. You could have got this ETF way back during the middle of the pandemic for $125 a share, and you would have almost doubled your money since then, not including dividends. Now, when it comes to dividends, you really want to see how much it's paying and how frequently an ETF is paying. So of course, this is paying every quarter. And if we look year over year, the dividend has gone down. It's done that a few times recently, mainly because of, I would say, the virus in most cases. But if we look back to 2019, which is a year before, June to June, we're still up, but March to March, we are down. Yet December to December, we're up. So how I like to really look at this is, and how I like to explain it, is sometimes the dividends just don't line up the same way with companies as they did a couple of years before, and that's sometimes why you'll see stuff like that. However, if you can see the general increase on average when you're talking about the dividend, that's what I like to see. I'm a dividend investor. I want to see dividend growth. Now, the top 10 holdings are amazing. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, they are all really good stocks to own. We also get Facebook as a top 10 when it comes to the holdings of this ETF. Google, of course, they own YouTube, Nest, Android cell phones, Google cell phones, whole bunch of different stuff. Google is everywhere. They're investing in artificial intelligence. This is one of those companies for the future. Another company for the future is Tesla. And when it comes to Tesla, my stance is they are not just a car company. They are a utilities company. They are a battery company. They are literally everything. They built cars at first. They got this amazing battery technology. Now they are expanding out to solar panels. They bought Solar City. And then, of course, they're having the solar panels built into shingles, which is insane. It's amazing. It's already out, and it's obviously being put onto houses as we speak. And on top of it all, they are dealing with utilities companies because they have the battery technology and the software to help these utility companies dealing with this new renewable energy like wind, solar, etc. that is basically the future of energy generation. There's not many companies who are really catering to the utilities, and Tesla's one of them. That's going to be a huge growth sector over the next 10 years. Berkshire Hathaway, of course, Warren Buffett is a boss. And then we have JP Morgan, which is an amazing bank. They'll be raising their dividend a ton. And then you're going to be looking at Nvidia, which is another amazing company as well, because of course, the chip shortage that's happening. And we just can't forget about the fact that Apple is just an absolute killer company, mainly because, let's think about it, who has an iPhone? Who has an iPad? Guess what? Apple. Everyone has an Apple iPhone, almost. It almost seems like the whole world has them at this point in time. So when you're talking about somebody who has cornered a whole sector, and when people talk about tablets, they don't say, oh, I need to go get my tablet. They say, I need to go get my iPad, because iPad is now something that encompasses all tablets. Even though it's an Android tablet in some cases, they are saying, I need to get my iPad, even though it's not an iPad. Especially older people say that. But anyways, when you're talking about Google, who owns Android and owns most of the tablet sector, as well as Apple, who owns like 80% of the tablet sector, you literally have the two companies that have cornered basically the whole tech sector. So anyways, I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe. Remember, don't trust any random person online. Make sure to do your own research, and I've got videos that help you understand stocks and ETFs as well. So I'll see you guys again next time.